So this section is all about licensing requirements for PHVs, private hire vehicles. The first chapter was all about how to get my private hire driver license. Now it is about how to get my vehicle license, isn't it? Because with my license only I cannot work. I need a car to work with, right? So there will be important information on this chapter about the licensing requirements and the rules that the vehicle and the vehicle owner should follow. So let's carry on. My question to yourself is, when a vehicle is licensed, so TfL grant a license to a vehicle, under whose name the license is issued?
Who is owner?
Oh, fantastic. Thank you. Not many people get the answer. Some people, most people say driver. No, it's the owner, because the driver could be renting the car as well, right? So it is the owner of the vehicle under whose name the license is issued. That one point to remember. Second point to remember is that the licensing disc also get issued, not licensing plate. What is issued? Licensing disc is issued, and they're fixed to the front and rear. Front and rear, not window, windscreen. So this is the word we need to know. Windscreens, yeah? Windows are on the side. Windscreen is the front one that prevent wind from coming to us, yeah? That the windscreen, the front and the rear. Rear means back, okay? So these are the two condition instruments. So one, the license is issued under the name of the registered keeper of the
person.
Registered keeper of the owner of the vehicle. And second is the disc will be fixed to the front and the rear of the vehicle, windscreen of the vehicle. That's 2 points to remember. Then the registered keeper will, the owner of the car will also receive a leaflet with the license that will briefly describe the licensing condition. If they have to fulfill any condition that comes with the license, maybe there's something to be fixed or whatever it is, it will be explained into the leaflet that comes with it. Conditions. And the licensing disc must not be damaged or changed in any way. We cannot at all, under any circumstances, change the licensing disc, even if the vehicle is being used for private purposes. For example, as you have said, Mercedes expensive car. Imagine someone driving a Mercedes C-Class, expensive, yeah? So now they're going to a wedding. So they said, okay, I don't want people to know that I'm doing private hire. So let's take the disc off. No. As long as the vehicle is licensed, you cannot remove the disc yourself. You cannot remove the disc yourself, even if you are using it for private purposes. Then moving on, and that disc contains what? Security features. Means what? If you try to remove it, it will permanently damaged. It will be permanently damaged. Okay? If TfL removes it, it just come off. But we cannot do it because of the security feature it has. With me, yeah? Okay, moving on. Now, if the licensing disc, remember what we said in chapter number 1. If your PHV driver badge or license is lost or stolen, you should contact TfL immediately. Same thing here. If my licensing disc fixed to a PHV is damaged, lost or stolen, again the vehicle owner though this time. Who is contact? If I am renting a car, I am not contacting TfL. The owner of the car, registered keeper of the car, needs to contact TfL within how many days? Immediately, straight away. Yeah, straight away, so that a replacement disc can be issued. That can be given a replacement disc. Okay. Now, please remember that requesting us to remember that the vehicle cannot be used for private hire purposes. Yeah, if the license and discs are missing, so it's not there at all, or has been badly damaged. It is there, but it is damaged. For example, the one we have said before, if someone try to remove it, it will be damaged permanently. So it was damaged. Now, or the appearance have been spoiled in any way. It is there, but appearance has gone. For example, we get crust on the cloth, yeah, after ironing, after using few days, for example. So if appearance is spoiled, then we cannot use the vehicle for private hire purposes. So these are the conditions, we cannot do it. Now, some vehicles, I was going to out of the country, so we called for an Uber, and the vehicle came without a disc. I asked him, where is your disc? He said, I'm exempt because I do private jobs. So some exceptional circumstances are there where TfL allows vehicles to operate without a disc, and this is called an exemption. What it is called?
Exemption.
An exemptions. That means your licensing disc on your vehicle that we have set to the front of the rear windscreen do not have to be displayed. You don't need to display the disc. Okay, but in this scenario, TfL will give you an exemption notice, and that now this time the driver must keep it. Whoever is driving this vehicle for private hire purposes, they must have the notice with them all the time. If they're asked to show it, so they can show it on the spot. Okay, what is the validity of our vehicle license? How long does it last for?
It's 1 year.
1 year. Of course it is 1 year, and if you need to renew or get the another for you to renew, what you must do, take the vehicle for another licensing inspection to the TfL center. Okay, good. What is the name of our insurance? What is the insurance is called? It is a taxi insurance. Is it a business insurance?
Minicab insurance.
No.
Private hire.
No, it is called hire or reward insurance. What it is called?
Hire
or reward insurance. Hire or reward insurance. It is called hire or reward insurance. Okay, we need to remember this name. It is called. A question came. Okay, when I get to it, I'll explain it. Someone just phoned me a few days ago about the question related to it. I'll explain it to you in a bit. So what TfL is encouraging you to do, carry the details of the vehicle's valid hire or reward insurance policy whenever you are working. Okay, whenever you are at work, the details of the insurance should be with you. Not must be, should be, because they said we encourage you, should be. But in reality, you have to keep it with you, as well as evidence that you are insured to drive the vehicle under that policy. The insurance is issued under the name of the vehicle, and your name must be there as a driver. For example, fleet, where we rent our car from, they don't have individual insurance. On the fleet, they can put your name on. So there will be a list of driver, maybe 50, whatever, but your name should be there as well. Okay, and then you can carry the insurance details or you can display it, is your choice. Very important point coming to. One, if a police officer is asking for insurance details, you should give it to them straight away, show it to them straight away. Understand?
Yes.
So police officer is asking for my insurance details, without any question asked, I should show it to them straight away. Okay, that's one thing. Now, if a passenger or a member of public asking for my insurance details, passenger or member of public asking for my insurance details, I also give it to them, but only if my car is involved in a collision. If my car is involved in a collision means maybe some kind of an accident. Okay, so if that happens, I also give it to them, but if there is no accident, no collision, I don't have to give them my insurance details. But police asking for it, I have to give it straight away.
Okay.
No question asked. Okay. And my insurance policy must be valid when the vehicle is licensed. When I take it for inspection, my insurance policy must be valid. Otherwise, they will not give me the license. And second thing, whenever the vehicle is being used as a PHV, the insurance policy must be valid at that time as well. Okay, clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now, the vehicle must be kept in a good condition. What condition we should take a vehicle? It must be kept in a good condition. If you own your PHV, now again the owner of the vehicle, you must TfL within 72 hours. How many hours? 72 hours. If any collision that affects. Now, just because a collision has happened, you don't have to tell TfL. It has certain condition, and these 4 words I need you to remember. Repeat after me: safety, performance, appearance, comfort. Safety, performance, appearance, comfort. So if any of the 4 is affected by the collision, that the owner of the vehicle, the registered keeper of the vehicle, must tell TfL within 72 hours of that happen. And then obviously, if any of the 4 is affected, you cannot use the vehicle for private hire purposes unless it is fixed. But just because you fix it, you cannot start using it straight away. Now you need to tell TfL once the vehicle is fixed, and then the vehicle may need to be. This is an answer to a question. The may. Answer in our mock test, you will see must, should. No, the option is may. The vehicle may need to be re-examined. In reality, you will have to do it. But anyway, this is a polite way of saying the vehicle may need to be re-examined before it can continue to be used as a PHV. Before you can continue to use the vehicle for private hire purposes again, you may need to take it to the TfL's inspection center or their approved center and get it re-examined, and then you can start using it again. Okay, moving on to the last one. So sometime what happened is that manufacturers sometimes have information about vehicles. Vehicles sometimes get recalled. For example, because of emission standard, they recalled Volkswagen a few years ago. And I remember probably 2008 or 9, they recalled Toyota Prius to change water tank or something, or water filter, something that I remember they did. So what will happen that if their scenario comes like this, where manufacturer has got important information about your vehicle, yeah, and they might contact TfL directly as well about a fault that is in a car. So that means what? You need to take your car back to the manufacturer and get it fixed, yeah, for repair. Yeah, you return and you get it repair. If you are the registered keeper of the vehicle, TfL or the manufacturer may write to you to explain that you need to go to what you need to do to get your vehicle fixed. Okay, that they will inform you. Will always receive the information, and you should always follow that instruction that come into the letter. And also, a letter from TfL may also tell you that until and unless you get the car fixed, you cannot use it for private hire purposes. Point to remember is that it's important that you read any letters you receive from TfL or the manufacturer carefully. Okay, so whatever letter they sent us, I need to read it very, very carefully. Okay, so that's all really. Do you have any question?
No, thanks.
So this was an explanation of chapter number 2. If you'd like to join our class, we have a fully computer-based facility with experienced trainers who can take you through the sections of the SERU handbook, and then obviously you can then practice on the chapter questions. If you'd rather like to get access to our exam style mock test, that is a copy of TfL software that we have, you can also purchase that from our website. If you have liked this video, don't forget to share with your family, friends, and anybody you know will benefit from it. And don't forget to subscribe our channel, like and comment, and share this video with anybody else. Thank you very much.